Hello everyone, John here. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at some of the features that are available to you in the SPYSPHERES MS 2D platform. These are some functions that aren't available to you in free mode, but since they are specific to the game, they are available to you now. Right now I am taking a look at the API, which can be found under Tournaments. Click here, go over to Game Documents, and you're looking for Game Functions MSZR 2021 User API. So that's what you're looking at in the bottom right corner. Anyways, we're going to be taking a look at some of the picture functions today that let you take pictures, set yourself up to take pictures, and ensure that you can take pictures as well. So, without further ado, we'll get started with the most important one, actually taking pictures. So, you'll notice that these two both have take pick on them, but one of them has a little jigsaw thing and the other fits perfectly into this little loop. So this one, think of it as like a function, like one of your pages. Basically, all this does is take a picture for you. It says on the game manual that all it'll do is it'll attempt to take a picture and then it'll disable the camera for 3 seconds. This also costs 1 energy, so keep that in mind. This one down here will also take a picture, but it will also return the number of points that the picture is worth. So it'll take a photo, then it'll say, hey chief, this is how much your photo was worth. And you can use this to say if the picture is greater than or equal to a threshold, then you can see about, okay, maybe I need to move closer, or maybe I need to move further away, or something along the lines of that. This one is generally just for the action of taking photos. This one is if you want some more data back. So keep that in mind. Move these to the side. This one is very important. Get attitude to other to an array. So all this really does is let the computer know, hey, I want the attitude, the perfect attitude, so that way I can turn and face the other sphere so I can take photos. Because if you're not facing the other sphere, then you aren't going to be able to get any points when you take photos. So the computer says, okay, I got the values for you. I'm going to put it into this array. So this is from a previous thing that I did. Let's just say left. I will feed this into the left array. And now from there, you can use your sphere controls, set attitude target, and then rotate using the attitude that the computer gave you. And that way you will always make sure that you face in the right direction. This is very useful because now you don't have to worry about trying to use ZR states or trying to guess what direction they're going to be in. The computer will do it for you and you can always be set to the right spot. So here's that. Here's one that kind of relates to the last one, is facing other. All this does is it returns if you are facing the opponent or not. If you are, then it returns true. If it does not, then it returns false. So basically this is really useful when paired up with this one here, because you can set the attitude to it and you can have it wait to take a photo until it is actually facing the other sphere. So that way you aren't disabling the camera and using up valuable energy. So this is very useful as well, and is very is very good when you're trying to ensure that you don't cause any extra energy loss. So there's that. We also have get pick points. You'll notice that this one is very similar to the take pick one, except for one crucial difference, and I'll explain that in a second. Get pick points, all that it does is says, if I were to take a picture right now, well, how many points would I get? It'll return 0 if the camera is off, and it'll return 0 if, well, your picture is worth 0 points. The main difference between this one and this one is that this one actually takes a picture and then returns how much it was worth. This one returns like a hypothetical, like, if I were to take a picture right now, how many points would I get? You can definitely use this one to try and make sure that you are getting the maximum amount of points possible over this one, because this one will waste your energy if you're not getting the maximum amount of points. So, very useful compared to the take pic. And then this one is very straightforward. It simply is checking if the camera is on or not. Because remember, if you take a picture, your camera is disabled for 3 seconds. So this condition checks to see if the camera is on. If it's on, it'll return true. If it is off, it'll return false. So you can determine, okay, my camera is on, I can take a photo, or my camera is off, I shouldn't try and take a photo right now. So, it has its uses, I suppose, but it's still a very good function. So, that kind of sums up the SPYSPHERES picture portion of the functions that are available to you. Just as a quick rundown, these take pictures for you. This one takes a picture and returns how much it was worth. This one sets your attitude so that way you will always be facing the target. This one checks to see if you're facing the other person. This one gets the amount of points a picture would be worth if you were to take it right now. And this one checks if the camera is on. And that's it. With that, that sums up the pictures portion. And I hope that helps your work in making sure you snap perfect pictures. Good luck out there. Ciao.